take a mortal man and put him in control. Watch him become a god. Watch people's heads roll.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A carry here for TreVeyon Henderson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Giants first down.
Right back to Henderson on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually. Right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. QB sneak, Richardson. And he will have a Giants first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. The Giants at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, yeah.
Touchdown, Giants! TreVeyon Henderson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Giants very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Throwing is Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Yeah, boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
From the gun, Bigsby. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. To the air, Williams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's Williams. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid making mistakes like that.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw, it's Williams. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tank Bigsby with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He stiff-arms it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up the new set of downs for his offense.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. You look at this Cowboy defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously, no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Trap 60. Trap 60. Cup 19. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Richardson on fourth down.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Richardson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it. Henderson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Warriors, Viking 18.
Now Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
19 tight. 19 tight. Mustang 19. Ready.
Going for it on 4th. Richardson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down, as you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw is Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go. Here's Williams. And he is caught. He's into space past the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Arian Smith, 57 yards. And the Cowboys take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Cowboys 21, Giants 7. Will Lutz set
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, what a move. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go now.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Ready? Panther 60.
Richardson looking to throw. Thomas brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
First down.
60
at the 43-yard line.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Richardson to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time.
Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Jackpots set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line.
13-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now 2nd and 9. To throw, Williams.
He'll find Metcalf. And he's out right at the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you have a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A gain of 18 on the play. And a Cowboy first down.
From the gun, here's Williams. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Williams looking to do it himself. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is Smith to the ground. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Dallas.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Now is 2nd and 10.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
What is up?
On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
What is it?
Working out of the gun, Williams. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Williams. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tank Bigsby, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
31. Giants 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready,
The
set.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
There, Richardson back to throw it. Looking long for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Tag. I got him. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
On the option left, Richardson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Hawk 70, Hawk set, Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Richardson. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Kyle
Kyle Pitts from 4 yards out. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So very important. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Throwing is Williams. And that's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On third down, here's Bigsby. Well, he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and putting the ball in the end zone, throwing it, he had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Pioneer.
Now it's Richardson. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go. Gravity Lions. Hurt. Ready.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. It's Marte Mapu. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Brought down on the play by Kobe Turner.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth.
To throw, it's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he will slide to a halt at the end of that one. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Cowboys.
To the air, Williams. That's going to be caught by Bigsby.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Cowboys, first down. A gain of 19.
Looking to throw is Williams.
And the Cowboys, first down.
That is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and forever. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Giants are right back in this football game.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Going quickly here to Thomas. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Go.
Richardson looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good play and a well-timed run from Richardson to pick up the first.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go.
Ready.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Viking 18. Street. Street. Seven Pirates. Seven Pirates.
Now Richardson. He'll try and do this himself.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Hey, smash. Cub 19. Cub 19. Dragon 60.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
What is up?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
What's good on the extra point? And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. From the 29, here's 2nd and 2. Richardson going to change the play here. 2nd and 2. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Alex Highsmith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So here's a 3rd and 14.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Richardson. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. And Bigsby once more. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Cowboys,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.
Try it again. Starting me over right back at the end.
When's the last time you were afraid? I haven't been afraid a day in my life.
The dead don't die. The heart